Sometimes, we need to print information to the console. This information can tell the user something, like saying hello. Printing information about objects can also help us find errors and debug them. In Java, we print to the console using system.out.print. Whatever is inside the parentheses is printed to the console. For example, if we wanted to print hello, we could write hello inside quotation marks as the argument. When we run our code, we see hello displayed in the console. We can also print the information that is returned from a method. Let's say we have a class called dog that has a method called getTreat. This method returns whether or not a dog object has a treat. If we want to print whether or not a dog object called Fido has a treat, we call fido.getTreat inside the system.out.print. When we run our code, we see whether or not Fido has a treat displayed in the console. The value true by itself doesn't tell us much about what this means or represents. We need to label this value using something called concatenation. Concatenation is joining two strings together. We concatenate using the plus sign. So if we want to first write the words Fido has a treat and then display the status, we can use the plus sign to concatenate these together. Now, when we run our code, we see the text Fido has treat and then the value. Let's make two objects, one for Fido and one for a new dog called Max. If we have multiple dog objects, we can print the information for each one to the console. But this displays everything as one line of text. This is because system.out.print leaves the cursor at the end of the line that it printed. We can use the system.out.println to print a line of text and then move the cursor to the next line. Now, we see the information for each dog object printed on separate lines. Printing to the console is useful for debugging code and giving information to the user. We can track the state of our objects as they execute tasks to easily identify possible errors.